Hey guys, I'm here to tell you how to use reapps, what they are, and give you a couple of tips and tricks on it, basically. Reapps are reappraisal stones. Back in the day when they were data mined at first, people called them ductile stones. Reapps are a way to re-roll the substats of a rune without changing the main stat. This is really good because we have a lot of situations where, it's extremely difficult to find this exact rune and a legend version of this exact rune. But with reapps, you're able to re-roll that without having to farm a brand new rune. Currently, the only way to get reapps in the game outside of events as rewards are to craft them. You can craft 3 reappraisal stones a week. To do this, you have to go into the Rift of Worlds and fight what are called the Rift Dungeons. My suggestion for farming reappraisal stones is do this as soon as you can because they're kind of a limited resource and they're extremely valuable. The most efficient way to do it is because you need what are called pure magic crystals, and pure magic crystals only drop at a guaranteed S rank. Wait until you have at least one of the dungeons to a solid S rank consistent, and then farm at least an A+ of all of the other ones. Keep in mind that with Rift Dungeons, if you don't clear the dungeon, but you have enough damage, A+ is the highest you can get as a rank. A good way to effectively use reapps is to save them for generally your rarer 2, 4, 6 runes, generally your slot 4 and 6, occasionally you'll use them on your speed slot 2s, as well as you're looking for runes that have innate stats. Innate stats are the subscript stat that is directly below the main stat of the rune. Those cannot be rolled into and they can't be adjusted or changed with anything in the game. The reason you want to use reappraisal stones on those is because having that stat there takes it out of the potential for it to be in the substat pool. So let's say you're reapping a rune trying to get high speed. By removing a substat and its substat roll ranges, you're actually improving your chance to get a higher, let's say, speed roll or crit roll or anything like that. Generally, what you're looking for is non-grindable innates. Obviously, it depends per slot. Sometimes having that crit rate can be more valuable. Sometimes having that accuracy can be more valuable. On slot 2, I would say the crit rate and the accuracy are fairly more viable and wanted because you can get 3 grindables. Whereas let's say like a slot 5 or a slot 4, you can look for 4 grindable stats. You can look for your speed, attack, HP, and defense %. Whereas a slot 2, you're looking for attack, HP, defense, and then either the crit or the accuracy or something along those lines. Understanding what you do reapp and what you can reapp is important. You don't want to waste the resource. So let's say you reapp something like, a 20 speed. You're like, oh, it's not like 26. It's still really good. Don't waste another reapp on that rune. Just move on and go to the next one. The last piece of advice I'm going to give you with reapps is do not YOLO reapps. They are an extremely limited resource just because you don't have what you need to reapp or you're impatient. It's always better to save and wait till you get what you need. Cheers and good luck on your reapps. I hope someone gets a 30 speed.